first glance, when I saw the film, one thing struck me, and that is there is this. I think this fear inside all of us. If we can't trust the people who we're supposed to trust, that in itself is I think the underlying core of horror,
Mhm.
and you did it so well in Kindred.
So I think that for some reason, I don't know if I went through some kind of childhood trauma that I've repressed, but loads of my work seems to revolve around that idea of trust and never really knowing what other people are thinking. I think it's such a fascinating idea that we wander through life trusting everyone, family, and our spouses and our kids and people in the street, whereas in reality, we never really know what anyone else is thinking.
Well, Philip K. Dick did a whole lot on identity. I mean, most of his novels were about either the loss of or not understanding what your identity is. So you're in great company with all of this.
I'll take that.
The film is so beautifully shot, and I have a question about the location because a lot of times when we go to the movies, those places don't exist, but this looked like it was a very practical set.
Yeah, so this is the real deal. This is a crumbling family mansion that they should probably sell and move on, but they're not letting it go. To the point where in the script, the character's called Thomas, and the guy who actually lives in the house is called Thomas. That was a coincidence we weren't expecting. But yeah, it's we managed to move in. We had the wardrobe and hair and makeup in the attic, and the art department and production in the basement, and we were shooting on the middle two floors. It was everything we could hope for. We got very lucky.
Because this house is truly a character in the film.
Yeah, that was kind of from the very first time we conceived the idea. We were talking about the house and how important it is that it feels alive in its own way. It's got elements of a haunted house, but without any physical ghosts walking through it. The ghosts are all memories, and forgotten eras.
Tell me a little bit about working with your leads, Tamara Lawrence. She's incredible.
Yeah, so Tamara, what happened with the casting is we cast Jack first, who plays Thomas, and he was our flagpole, we call it in casting. And he's the first person, and then you base the rest of the cast around them. So you try and get the best person you can, and then other people get involved. So because we got Jack, and he's so well regarded, and people are really excited to work with him, we got Fiona Shaw. And then once we had those two, we kind of had our pick a bit for the Charlotte character. But Jack had actually, because he's an actor, he's a producer on our film as well. But he had just done a TV series with Tamara they shot in the Dominican Republic, I think, called The Long Song.
Yeah.
And he just got back and was like, you got to check out Tamara, man. She's amazing. So we just threw her in. At the end of a casting, we had like 6 or 7 people come in. And then Tamara came in as a kind of like rogue kind of agent at the end to see whether, what she's like. And she just totally blew me and Alice, the casting director, away. And the second she left, it was just like, well, geez Louise, that doesn't get any better than that, does it? And so so we got super lucky. And it's her first lead role in a film, She's been in, like I said, she's in that TV series. And beyond that, it's a couple of bit parts here and there, but a lot of theatre. She's a real kind of like experienced at treading the boards and all that,
Well, we only had a few seconds to chat. Congratulations on Kindred. I go back to things like Rosemary's Baby and stuff like that really are resounding horror and thriller movies, and this is in that category. So it's streaming everywhere?
I believe so, on November 6th.
Yeah, and IFC Midnight is slowly becoming the criterion of horror films. They're really great people to work with.
I know, yeah, I'm delighted. I think we've been very lucky, and hopefully people who like a bit of suspense in their lives might check it out, hopefully.
Joe, thank you for your time. We'll catch you on the next one.
Tony, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
This celebrity interview is sponsored by...
I'm Annette Civarella with Pia Anderson Moss Hoyt, Utah's leading entertainment law firm, serving clients nationwide. We provide solid, attentive representation focusing on minimizing risk, reducing cost, and protecting the reputation and privacy of our clients. Our goal is to provide you with the legal representation you need to make the right decisions and to protect you and your creative works. Call or email me for a free consultation.